Most people hear about wars through headlines. Very few understand the moments that decide the fate of thousands. What you're about to hear is one of those moments. It was intense, critical, and dangerously close to changing history forever. Stay with me, because this story is not just about soldiers and battles. It's about fear, strategy, sacrifice, and the thin line between survival and destruction. Imagine a cold morning on the front line. The air is heavy and silent. The tension feels almost alive. Both sides sense something coming, but no one knows when. The battlefield has already claimed countless lives, yet the fight isn't over. The armies are exhausted, supplies are low, morale is breaking. But what happens next becomes a defining moment of the entire war. Before sunrise, scouts arrive with alarming news. Enemy forces are moving faster than expected. They're gathering on the eastern ridge. That ridge controls the entire valley. If the enemy takes it, everything collapses. Commanders rush to study maps. They whisper urgent plans. They must decide whether to defend, retreat, or counterattack. Every soldier knows that the next few hours may decide whether they live or die. Tension rises as distant engines roar across the valley. Tanks roll into position. Boots hit the frozen ground. The smell of fuel mixes with the cold air. Soldiers tighten their grips on their rifles, trying to calm their nerves. Officers shout orders. Runners move between trenches. Medics prepare for a brutal day. Then it happens. A moment that shatters the silence. A single artillery shell tears through the sky and explodes near the front line. Dust and smoke rise instantly. Soldiers duck. Adrenaline surges. Chaos begins. The enemy has launched their attack. Within seconds, the battlefield becomes a storm of explosions, gunfire, screams, and moving shadows. There's no time to think, only survive. Troops scramble to hold their positions. Machine guns fire in short bursts. Tanks push forward. Communication officers fight to relay messages through broken radios. Every second matters. Men shout for ammunition. Others drag the wounded to safety. Commanders try to coordinate the defense, but the attack is fast, fierce, and overwhelming. In the middle of the chaos, a major failure strikes. A key defensive post loses power. Surveillance for the eastern ridge goes dark. Without vision, the defenders are blind. The enemy takes advantage immediately. They push forward aggressively, gaining ground quickly. Defeat feels certain. But then something unexpected happens. A small group of soldiers on the ridge spots the enemy using a hidden path. They are outnumbered, exhausted, and low on ammunition, but they hold their ground. One soldier steps up when the officer is injured. With a calm voice, he directs the men to reposition. Their makeshift defense should have failed, but it doesn't. Their courage slows the enemy long enough for reinforcements to arrive. Tanks adjust positions. Artillery recalibrates. Air support is launched. Within minutes, the defenders counterattack with precise force. The momentum shifts. What looked like certain defeat becomes a fighting chance. The battle continues for hours. Every hill is contested. Every meter of ground comes with pain. But the defenders push back with desperation and unity. Smoke fills the sky. Explosions echo nonstop. Slowly, the enemy weakens. Their formation breaks. Their lines collapse. By late afternoon, the battlefield falls silent again. When the dust settles, the valley is unrecognizable. Equipment lies everywhere. Medics move among the wounded. Commanders gather reports with tired eyes. But the ridge remains in friendly hands. The enemy has retreated. Against all odds, the defenders held the line. Days later, historians call this a turning point. A moment where courage and timing changed the course of the war. But for the soldiers who lived it, the memory is heavier. They remember the fear, the noise, the chaos, the friends they lost, and the quiet moment afterward when they realized they had survived the impossible. And so the real question remains, how many untold moments like this shape the wars we only read about? How many heroic actions remain hidden in the shadows of history? War is not defined by dates and statistics. It's shaped by the people who stand their ground when everything seems lost.